Good morning and welcome to Daybreak Africa on KAFTAN television. My name is Miracle Odunayo.
And we are top of the morning to you. You're welcome once again to Daybreak Africa from our studio in Ondo State, which is the sunshine state of the nation. It's a beautiful morning. My name is Ajoke.
Good morning, and thank God it's Friday.
Yeah, Friday vibes already. One big vibes. Everything is there already. Yeah, we are ready.
I have one bit tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll be attending.
Don't attend. You don't need it.
You don't have to attack me like that.
I didn't attack you. I only said don't attend. You don't need it.
My brother said I should go. Maybe I will find husband.
You don't need to find husband. My
brother said just go out. Go out now.
He that finds. He said he that finds. Don't worry, they will find you.
They will find me. My father's house. Sorry.
You just hear that we came. We saw a rose and we came to pluck.
I saw a flower.
Don't go out. Stay inside. Don't worry.
I will try. I will try. I will think about it.
I do tell people that we are social beings. You know, people. I recently was talking to a lady. Yeah, that was this week in church. And she was like, she doesn't go out, she doesn't do this. She was frustrated in a relationship, and I told her, Auntie, your problem is you don't go out. And she was like, you know, as a child, our routine is just from church to school to home. I said, Auntie,
she's my twin sister.
Go out. The truth is, at the end of the day, you're social beings. Because you know, people, whenever people see me talk to people, especially in the religious cycle, or this thing, you
be like you're backsliding.
I'm backsliding, or maybe I'm an unbeliever, and I tell them I can't sing Elohim Adonai
all the time
in my party.
All the time.
Sometimes I have to go out, and while we are doing this thing, I studied early in life that many business deals don't happen in the office.
Exactly.
They happen at social events.
Exactly.
There are many things I enjoyed more at social events than even in the because sometimes even the way we practice church in Nigerian setting is just kind of pretentious. You know, you just come everybody off some
like one umbu fellow
and all that. So after we share the
praise and worship.
Same thing sometimes, even though I don't know how the Muslims do there, but I think Muslims even have more connections in business than even the Christians. So, because sometimes they don't shy away from events.
Yeah.
Even
you will always see them. Alaja. You will always see them.
The religious
pastor will say, no, I don't go to party. I don't eat at party.
You know, that was the story I was
sharing.
I think that was some days ago, telling you about someone that was saying that she feels guilty. She doesn't pray 10 hours or 7 hours a day. Ever since she started job, and I'm like,
7 hours a day. You don't get work.
Yeah. But the goal of compassion is we are all social animals. God understands us. In fact, even Jesus that we all worship, the first miracle he did in the book of John was
a wedding ceremony.
And you know the best part of that thing, he sure say he drink wine with them.
He drink wine, he eat or he dance.
Because for that wine to finish, it shows that everybody
tasted it. I think this was someone that was a colleague of ours in this same office was telling me of recent that the only party that he drinks is at a wedding party, because that is the only party that was recorded in the Bible.
You
know the person.
I don't need to tell me, but then I hide that secret from you.
It is well, and it is what it is.
But as well, one thing is just to go out, enjoy yourself. At least you've tried all through the week. You've been working.
Be politics, so
you've been trying to make the
this
money.
one, no.
And the kind of news stories that you've been seeing all through are stories that they don't. This week alone, the things that happen in this country alone. You should this weekend you say rest.
Go out.
Take time. Enjoy
Have
yourself.
fun.
It's very important.
Have fun.
And trust me, at the end of the day, that's one of the essence of life. Even the Bible says make merry sometimes. That's why we love Fridays in the actual sense. And even if you are going to the vigil or to the mosque for your Jimo and all that, enjoy yourself. So after you have done and you have given God his part, yourself go out there, give yourself your small parts too as well. It's very, very important. But then let's take the first package for today. After that, we come back for the entertainment news discourse. So please stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to the show. You've just joined us. It's still Daybreak Africa, and yes, it's time to go straight into our entertainment news discourse for today. And yes, as you know, it's the usual thing. I'm not the only one that discusses on this. Neither is Miracle the only person.
Yes, so
we always have someone with us to discuss. And today, all the way from, well, let's leave distance. But definitely, we have with us a guest in the house who I'm very sure you will love this personality so much. The social commentator, and name is Akintimoye. Ajoke, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Good morning.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here.
Nice to be here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Miracle is one that does the comments.
Yes, you are beautiful. Perfect.
Thank you. And you guys are looking so great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I would have done comments, but I know that I will go home soon. So definitely.
Oh, you are reserving the comments for...
No, it's not that.
Okay.
If they use stick and cutlass to begin to chase me, you will not be there. So
I won't be there, so I
definitely
understand that
it. So
part.
but you just leave comments to me. Me, I'm the one that know the comments that I'm supposed to be giving. At this
No
particular
problem,
time.
no
Like she said,
problem.
she took the words out of my mouth. So
Yeah, I'm always here for you, don't worry. But it's actually good to have you here.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
It's good to
Yeah.
be here. It's
Yeah.
a privilege, and I'm grateful.
All right, let's delve into the stories for today so we can entertain ourselves. Miracle, let's have the first.
All right, so the first story that we have here says that I married Regina Daniels when she was 19, not 17. Ned Nwoko addresses controversy. Ned Nwoko, senator representing Delta North, has addressed the controversy surrounding his wife Regina Daniels' age at the time of their marriage. There has been a debate in the past days over the actress's age at the time she married the politician amid their ongoing public marital crisis. And in a recent statement by Nwoko's communication team, the politician clarified that he married Daniels honorably at age 19, contrary to the 17-year-old claims on social media. The 64-year-old lawmaker said the marriage was witnessed publicly with her family fully involved, adding that her mother personally brought her to him. Nwoko emphasized that his relationship with Daniels was built on respect and affection, saying his world revolved around Regina and that he treated her with dignity and care. Thank God that he's even coming out to
With
clarify.
evidence,
Yes, exactly, with evidence, trying to clarify the whole issue, because we've been hearing from social media, oh, she got married at age 17, she's not even an adult yet, she's not up to 18 and all of that. And this has been causing a lot of controversy out there. But when you heard about Nwoko's point of view about the whole situation, about the age of Regina Daniels, how do you take it?
Okay, so I would say still coming out to say I married Regina Daniels at the age of 19, not 17, doesn't change anything. To me, I just say it doesn't change anything.
Okay.
The fight has happened, it has skyrocketed, is affecting party A, party B, doesn't change anything. So to me, you saying I married Regina Daniels at the age of 17 and not 19, at the age of 19 and not 17, doesn't change anything. What does it add to the story? Nothing. That's just it. Doesn't add anything to the story.
I think the accusation was just that, the accusation of pedophilia. Because,
exactly.
Just imagine, he's 60. I think then when he married, I was in his 50s.
Yeah.
And all that. And then she was, according to him now, with evidence, she was 19 and all that. And cool. So I think that's the major problem there. But then I asked myself a question. What will even make a 19-year-old marry someone in his 50s?
A 90-year-old.
Can you do it?
Me? I can't.
Wait, looking at the fact that Regina Daniels is not just anyhow girl, not like he picked him up from the streets. She's also a celebrity on her own. What would make her do that kind of thing?
Okay, from what you said, or should I say, I knew that she's a celebrity and she's ambitious. Yes, she's ambitious. So maybe she saw Ned Nwoko as someone that she can part with, or someone that she can collaborate with to bring her out to the world. So that's why she opts for Ned Nwoko and left her past boyfriend.
That boyfriend now, so it's a problem. But then, one of the things I just said here is maybe, don't we think that because I feel, when is the right age for a lady to get married?
Exactly.
And to ask, okay, now we have two ladies here. When is the right age do you think a young lady should get married to anybody in this world, at least, at all? If you want to marry now, how old do you think is ideal to get married?
All right. I will not start with the age. I will start with the factors that surround getting married.
Okay.
Are you ready mentally? Are you ready financially?
Okay,
let me let me put that financial part as the last factor.
No,
add it. I will add it, and I will say
let them know that we have women.
I will say the reason why
financial
must
ready financially.
Exactly. Very, very important.
Let me are you ready mentally? Are you ready emotionally? Are you ready mentally? Are you mature to handle a man? You handle a being, someone that you are going to live with for the rest of your life. Are you ready? So when it comes to age, 18, I'm an adult. The fact that you're an adult does not mean you should go into marriage. What do you have in your hand? Academics, skill, business. What can you offer to the world? So if you want to get married, you can't just go into marriage with I am 18 years old. Or I am 19 years old. Or I am 25 years old. You can be 25 and be useless to the world.
Exactly.
You can be 25 and be useless to the society.
You can be 30
and still be there to your own home that you're even getting married.
My pastor was saying something of recent, saying that many of you, the reason why your parents are not allowing you to get married, you keep bringing different men and they are saying that no, I don't like this one. It's not because they don't like the man, it's because you are not responsible. You are not washing clothes at home, you are not cleaning the house, and they'll be like, this girl will go and disgrace our family.
It's archaic to be cooking for a man. Like,
exactly.
No.
It's not because they don't like the person you are bringing.
When Anaya says the road to a man's heart is his belly, and you're telling me you don't want to cook.
That was even there. The road to my heart.
It's not.
I cook myself.
Yes, you can cook, but there's this.
Do you know? I saw a lady one time post something on social media, and the thing vexed me.
Okay.
He said, if you see a man that can cook more, don't marry him.
It's a gift, a privilege,
a condition.
I can cook it, I can cook vegetable. I can cook.
I forgot call you a demon boy.
Sometimes I look at her like, no vex. You know, there are times she cooks and I'm like, you know, there's a way you like your
stew, and she's doing it the other way around.
No, she to a level, she's just a tad bit better than me in cooking. Not because of the fact, and it's because I don't practice much these days because of, you know, someone is there now in the kitchen. But days where we still practice food and all that, I know much. And all that. So all those things at the same time, and then I feel, from a man's perspective, we have to look at ladies, because sometimes it's women that comments on, you know, I feel, maybe let me just throw it up open as an open discussion. Don't you feel Ned made a mistake marrying her at the age of 19? Now, the reason why I'm saying this is if you look at 80% of the problems they are experiencing now, I think Regina is seeing what other celebrities of her age grade are doing and what they are enjoying on the outside. You know, there is this recent nonsense now that people postulate, especially feminists, and they'll talk. I won't call them feminists, because if we are talking about feminists, I'd rather pick the woman that sells corn on the outside, that is using the corn she sells on the outside to take care of her children, send them to schools and all that. And from her, great people are coming out through her sacrifices. That's a better feminist, not these toxic ones that hate men on social media.
Actually disrupting society.
They begin to talk about, they call this thing the whole face of a lady.
Okay.
You know the term the whole face, that face is a face of complete liberalism, where you can have your fun,
your freedom
to the max. And sometimes until a lady is done with that face, she shouldn't get married. Now, sometimes don't you feel that is what is really affecting Regina at this particular time? So 80% of what she's doing now, she thinks she didn't enjoy
it while growing up before getting married.
Or maybe Ned made a mistake.
For Ned Nwoko, picking Regina Daniels at the age of 19 is outrightly wrong. She's just 19 years old. She's just coming up. See, there are stages in life, and that age is the age of discovery, where she discovers herself, discovers her talent, her abilities, discovers her purpose, and try to match into it. Though she was already a celebrity, that does not mean she has discovered it fully. So instead of you getting married to her, you could have just helped her journey.
At least on the background level.
Yes, you have just helped her journey. Though she will later compensate you. She might compensate him not by marrying him. But there are a lot of ways you can compensate people that actually help you grow in life. So because for a lady, let me say for a lady, I think I read a book, and the book was talking about if for a lady to get married, you're already at a full-fledged at the age of 21. and for a guy at the age of 20, I think 26, 27, 28.
Many times now we have increased the bar now. Once you're 35.
Because I have someone like that at 35.
When they are at their financial peak, like men's journey in life starts majorly in their 30s. When it comes to their financial,
that's another phase
that's
of
another
their
phase.
life.
But then I don't feel as a man you should marry in your 30s. I feel you should marry earlier, like
28,
25, 26, 27.
That's if you are and both of you are financially stable.
I think
really
people term
stable.
marriage with total financial stability.
No,
Exactly.
thank you.
And
That I love that
truths
financial.
I think about marriages. That's why I don't, and I will never ever support a man marrying a lady that has nothing doing.
Yeah.
Because all this one that I start with you when you are broke. Auntie, now you
What
buy
are you
the
doing?
What are you doing? We are both broke.
We are both broke.
No,
And we are both growing.
after everything I have done for you,
What have you done for me?
And 80% of them, when you ask them what they do, I suffered with you. What did you contribute to the suffering face? It's the truth. Number two aspect.
Yeah.
You will not be hearing ladies that said, after I give you my body. So my body that operated
Auntie, it was
my
consensual.
robotic mean, Abi.
It was consensual. We did it together.
So I don't solicit to that level. But I feel if you know what you're doing and you have a career set in motion already, and she also has something, like a skill she's working with, and you guys are willing to build together, you guys can get married.
Yeah. I think
You don't need to have the whole factor. Because one thing is, you now get rich now, you will not now find good partner.
Yeah.
Especially for women, it's become very difficult for them
Because men think they will not be able to submit to them.
Apart from submission, some people are willing to submit, but men find it very difficult to approach them.
Yes.
Like, this one,
High level.
And I know why men fears that, because I'm a man. Sometimes, men love respect.
Yeah.
And from a man's perspective, you ladies don't actually know this thing. You might think you are submitting to it. Have you ever, okay, let me ask you a question. As your boyfriend or maybe your fiancé ever tried to collect money from you before? Like, money that they give you now, we just came and said, babe, I want to collect money from you. How do you react when you want to give me money? There's a level of sadness that comes with you guys that
Maybe you give me.
I won't collect them back.
Just take. You know one funny thing that you people don't know? Men don't look at what you say.
They look at your
body
reactions.
And the facial expression.
Sometimes people don't know it's how you make them feel. So when a man sees a lady so successful, and they
I know.
I don't know. And the reason why they intentionally does avoid it is they know themselves. They don't want to get into that point where they begin to feel like a burden to you, and they begin to feel less of a person to you.
Exactly.
So why not? It's best when you guys pick yourself early. You build together.
Yeah. I think I was having a conversation some days ago, and the person was asking me, can you marry a broke guy? Or can you marry a rich married man? Or a broke single guy?
No, I think we should define the statement broke guy. What is your old definition for broke guy?
Baby, so I now specifically told
nowadays.
I now told them that instead of you calling it a broke guy, scrutinize the guy. Does he have a future? Is he building an empire? Does he have a goal that he's trying to achieve? So that one, you can actually go with that kind of person. Build to that person. Then the rich man that is married. Married? Where on earth will you think about married man?
And I'll be second, third wife. No, some of you, they are feminists.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. No, you know why it matters now. Now, okay, there's a story online. I think you wanted to read that story before. That has to do with Layla.
Okay. Yeah, coming out to say that. Okay, let me just go through her statement. She said, "How dare you say that you ever gave me money?" She's referring to Regina Daniels. Okay, for what exactly? I am very contented with the provisions my husband makes for our family. We should show Nigerians our bank accounts to see who is paying money to our account. You also know that my husband completely hates alcohol, drugs, and smoking. He has always been clear that he would never accept any wife who drinks, who smokes, or uses drugs. The only reason you are fighting my husband is because he wants you to stop your drug and alcohol addiction. It has always been a serious matter for him, as he neither smokes nor drinks himself. You know too well that I almost lost my marriage when you introduced me to drugs 6 years ago, and it was my husband's quick insistence of intervention that rescued me from the dark path. You have been a bad influence since you married into this beautiful family, giving drugs to nannies and our workers, including your younger sister Destiny. You infected everyone with your virus, and this is why I will not trust my daughters around you unsupervised, especially when I found out that you were sleeping with every single girl around you. Please go and sort yourself out, seek help immediately, and continue with your rehabilitation, and leave the other wives out of this. I say this not out of anger, but from a place of truth and concern for the level of lies that you are peddling for reasons that are known to you alone.
So, broke guy, rich guy, married man. Now you are in the rich man, married man's house with multiple wives, and then you're having this.
But the part of she saying that sleeping with every girl is around her, what's your take on that?
That was surprising.
Extremely.
Very surprising.
Very surprising.
You bisexual.
I wouldn't expect that. Though we don't have proof yet.
Yeah, that's it. It's not because Ned Nwoko did not say that she was sleeping
He
around
never
with ladies.
mentioned that.
So,
But you know, there are details that sometimes the man is the last to know. You know, a lady once told me one thing and said, if you want to know a lot about your wife or your girlfriend, insult her best friend. And by the time that was to insult back, you will hear stories you've never heard.
Even the
before.
husband, the one that the husband did not know at all.
Even though, so sometimes, you know, they check through each other and all that, and then, but
I'm surprised.
You're speechless.
Speechless, but even as a dad, that even though she's sleeping with ladies around, she's not supposed to call her out like this.
you know, women, you give people fight dirty.
Yes, I know we can be petty. My gender can be
Extremely
petty.
petty, yeah.
I understand that. But calling her lesbian, because apparently, I know
I would say lesbian, I would say bisexualism.
Okay, bisexual.
Many people actually on the side level
Do my, they do woman.
It's now obvious. It's like it's now common.
People don't even hide it.
LGBTQ stuff is now like they are now people now see it as a normal thing. So you can date a guy and still be having sex with a lady, this and that. You can do that. But in the case of Regina Daniels, I'm still finding it very hard to believe and very hard to come into the reality that she's bisexual.
Well, according to the statement of Leila, without any proof yet. But one of the things I just, like you said, dating a broke guy, dating a rich married man and all that, because I know that that's whole thing associated with Regina's story too as well. Because who she was dating then was a struggling person like herself. Though me, I felt, for someone like me, I was shocked when I heard about the marriage to Ned Nwoko, because I felt, as at that time, she was just getting into the industry. And I knew, due to factors of the films I had watched of her, and due to factors of the potentials that was likely to come out of her, she was already set to be a top A-list artist in Nollywood. So I never expected she passing through that route into the marriage with Ned Nwoko. And then, maybe it totally hindered her from a lot of things, because it's not as if you don't have the money now. Which is one of the things I tell people. Economics is not everything.
Exactly.
Man is first a social being. Though we have always had the argument over time. The issue of Adam Smith saying that man is a social being, man is an economic being. But the truth is, even economics is a part of social science. So definitely it means your social personality is more than your economic personality. A time comes when money gets too much, depression can set in. Like one guy said on social media that a lot of things happen in a rich man's house, but you never get to know. Now you are in the wealthy man's house, you are having the billions, you are seeing the millions, you are working with the high class in society, but you are not fulfilled. You have to take drugs to feel happy. Because I know when you see people that takes drugs, I remember when Dede was here with us addressing drug abuse and all that and addictions. They see this issue of drugs. Even Regina did not deny it.
She said it was because of what her husband was putting the blame on the man and all of that.
You're not putting the blame on themselves.
On themselves. They know, that's how things happen.
I also saw a story online that was like, it was even the Nwoko that was giving her the drug to make her happy. I'm like, oh, wow.
You can't believe what social media.
Thank you.
My whole problem there is just that. So, Senator, you know your wife takes drugs. You even know the dealers of your wife.
Wow.
I don't arrest anybody. But if I insult the senator today now, the senator will find me out within a few seconds. So definitely, well.
But I just feel like to every female out there, please let's try to be reasonable. One thing somebody said of recent to me was like, your own definition for, oh, the guy is good, my type of man. When you look at it very well, they are mostly married men who have worked over the years to be like what you want. They are not people that are just hustling, starting their life in their 20s. They are mostly married men. So we should try to be realistic. So before we move to other story that we have, let's just take Go Start. We'll be right back.
Alright, welcome back. If you just joined us, it's still Daybreak Africa. I hope you enjoyed Go Start. I hope you learned one or two things from Go Start. But now it's time to return straight to our discussion. I think we did a lot of rounds on Regina's story.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's necessary.
Yeah, it's necessary because it's a very trending. It's
still trending.
You know, people are even telling them now that take your matters. So we don't want to see.
We don't want again.
Like every platform is just dropping something every day.
Waiting happens.
It's like that you need to do publicity.
That whole thing is a series on its own.
Yeah.
Let's leave it out.
All right, let's just move to something really interesting and encouraging. Tacha certified as world record holder for most makeovers in 8 and 24 hours. I think that's good news. The Guinness World Record has certified reality star Tacha Akintimoye as the new record holder of 2 titles, most cosmetic makeovers in 8 hours and in 24 hours. And in a recent post, the GWR announced that the reality star set the 8-hour record by giving 82 people makeovers and the 24-hour record by transforming 144 people. Our achievement surpasses the previous record of 111 makeovers by set by Sierra Leone's Mary Yonga on November 5, 2024. Speaking about the attempt, Tacha recalled how the venue was rebuilt mid-event due to a 9-hour storm that disrupted the event. She added that despite multiple power outages during the 24-hour challenge, she continued the makeovers to prove that nothing could stop her. And I said, that is the spirit. That is what we want from our people out there, you know. So Tacha dedicated a win to every girl child, creative and dreamer who has found doubts or setbacks, and to showing that Africans creative deserve to be seen, celebrated and remembered. And I'm saying a very big congratulations.
Yeah,
congratulations
congrats.
to her. Congratulations.
No, it's good seeing people doing all these kind of things. I remember Tacha in Big Brother Africa in the actual sense. We all know the altercation with Mercy Eke was what warranted her not winning the Big Brother Africa show. And honestly, everybody knew that season was Tacha's season. Tacha was.
They sang a song for Tacha too. Then that period.
A lot of songs. Though there are some that are terrible, there are some
because everyone actually all over the place.
And that's one thing about the Big Brother house sometimes. You know, if you are not very careful, you could just make one terrible mistake and boom,
that's it.
Exactly. And cool. But then her still coming out of the house, still doing great things for herself. Like these 2 world records at one attempt. I'm even that bad in all the regions. But then, how do you feel her dedicating it to the girl child out there and creatives out there?
Well, all right. I would say she actually did a great job. And first, I would like to say, our picking makeup is actually a very nice thing. I think I was going through some something on social media, and they were like, in the next 3-5 years, some of the skills that artificial intelligence will not take from us are something like this. Makeup. Yes.
Have you seen robots serve food at parties?
Yes, I've not seen that.
And you can't tell robots that I beg second round, 2 round. You know, you've taken something before, let's press it.
Exactly. So actually, when I saw that thing, I was like, wow, that's really, really great. And the fact that she now dedicated it to it's not like you are pushing them outside, like you can do great things, nothing can limit you, you can do this without flaws or without any limitation. So
I never knew she was into makeover herself to be like.
I never knew.
It was the first time
I just got to know
but
that.
then it's still okay.
So it was as if she was building silently. She was growing silently.
Not making us know.
So she came out and.
But looking at the fact that a lot of things happened during the all events, the power went
Outage,
off, the storm, and all of that. I just wanted to commend her resilience because it's not easy. You are doing something and boom, power outage. Like I think is it 9 hours? 9 hours.
Like
I just wanted to commend her resilience.
that's resilience and dedication, determination to say this true. She must have been determined because if it's not determination, she's like, okay, 9 good hours. At 6 hours, she's like, this thing is not coming up again. Let's end it, and that'll be the end of winning 2 Guinness World Record.
At the same time.
So it's a big virtue, resilience, dedication, and determination. And the fact that she's seen people out there that she really wants to dedicate this thing to. So I think that thing keeps her going. So it's actually very nice.
Well, Tasha, congratulations in the actual sense. And we really hope that more of this to come as time goes by. But let's take another story in the actual sense.
All right. So this one is also good news, and I know our people out there are eager to hear. Wizkid's son Tife unveils debut EP Champions Arrival, and I'm like,
You know the truth. When I heard that song, the Champion Arrive and all that, and I was like, it's Tife. You know the first thing that happened to me, I was like, Joshua Otigbu, you are not old. You know why I said that?
looking like
I remember 2009, 2010.
when Wizkid
we were still jerking, and I was listening to songs like "I Like Your Boy," "See Me Drop By," "I Like Your Boy," and the whole Wizkid vibes. I remember that was Sophia Lakijat was on the video, and a whole lot of things, even Banky W, everybody. And I remember Olamide's Omo Toshan and all that. Then I just heard on TikTok, I was just saying, when the champion sound, I'm like, wait.
Who is this one?
It's Tife. Tife that they gave birth to in our presence, like that and all those kind of things. But then him coming out his own EP too as well.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Jeremiah will say that the son that the lion gave birth to,
We
look like the lion.
Many people used to think that children shouldn't take the careers of their fathers.
Why?
This guy is taking. Though he's a rapper, it's not like his father who sings. But once you take on him, just
Been working in the
Exactly.
like his father, yeah.
His father must have been a good role model to him. For him to pursue his father's career, he must have been a good father figure for him. You know, there are a lot of fathers out there that are not father figure to their children.
Yeah.
That their children will swear on their life that I will
never
never
be like my dad.
Never in my life. I will never walk down this lane.
Route, yeah.
But I can say, and I will commend Wizkid because for the support. Because what does it really means to be a father? It means to be a source, to be a giver, to be we say mothers are nurturers, but let me tell you, fathers are also nurturers.
In fact, commanding tone nurturers.
Yes, they're also nurturers. Because if you have a father figure in your life, it actually shapes you one way. So I can say Tife is actually lucky to have Wizkid as a father, as a father figure who is really interested in him.
I just hope he doesn't inherit the beef.
He won't. The guy is very.
No, the truth is, at a time in music,
Actually, he's actually facing
things that
some
comes
comments
with
now.
Can imagine.
Yes, he's actually facing some detractors. Here and there.
Definitely. There is the 30BG, there is the FC, there is the outsider.
So he's now growing into the same purpose.
Yeah, we that
God
we
is
support
with him.
Olamide. We don't fight anybody. We just love everybody's music, but don't touch Badu.
Exactly.
You touch Badu, you see the army. But it's great.
That's
great.
great, and congratulations to him on this one at age 14. That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's very
What
well.
are you
And the fact, thank you. And the fact remains that he must have been very dedicated to what his father is doing. You know, at age 14, at age 10, age 12, 13, 14, now I was saying that's the very first stage of man's life. You're supposed to discover yourself. Now you discover yourself. You saw people that supported you, and you were serious with it.
That support part is very important.
The guy had always even been a social media figure in the actual sense. So we already had a long following.
So for Wizkid to be a father figure, a very supportive and responsible father figure to him, he must have proved himself to be a son that is worthy to do something. Now, okay, I want to do this.
He has done it.
So
and the truth is, what is going to earn from this is going to be high. actually very
Exactly.
Very big.
Very big because
Very big
it's
thing.
already it's trending. It's
I think it's now #1 on Apple Music.
so
Wow. Hey!
Baba do one, the son do one. Now the father has a new competitor. His son. But then honestly, it's for someone like me that I used to watch through. Look at what's if you look at the Indian film industry, you think it's a family business because you see Amitabh Bachchan there with his fame at his very old age. But the truth is, his son too, Abhishek Bachchan, is a top actor too as well. In same with people like Sonny Deol, who people know as Dharmendra. All his sons are actors. If you look at the Kapoor family in the Indian film, the Khan family, all their children who are actors,
Look at
actresses, Jack Shroff,
The Salami Adebayo family here in
Yeah.
Nigeria.
Salami Adebayo is there.
Yeah, Tijani Adebayo.
Look at Kosoko.
You know Kosoko?
Kosoko is
no,
there.
Bidemi,
And even if you look at
this one.
politics now, you see Tinubu, you
Yeah,
can see
especially
Tinubu. Let's leave that.
No, I feel, so for me to be in a family and I'm like, I want to be like my mother, I want to be like my father.
Yeah.
Don't you think is actually something striking?
Yeah, it's something striking because you pick something from them.
Yeah.
Can I
So it's just like
you.
the truth is, what you say now is an truth. If you look at
Definitely.
African tradition from time, or even the world tradition from time, but let me just streamline it to African tradition from time. If you see a family and hear Balogun, what do you think comes from that family?
The
They
warrior.
are warriors.
Yeah.
You get. So because of your father is a warrior automatically, you know definitely the child will be a warrior. They are trained to be warriors. If you go to a family and hear Ayo and young daddy,
Yeah,
Those
drummers.
they are drummers.
talking. Yeah.
All of them become gifted drummers, talented drummers. If you go to a family and hear Oje, Ojelabi,
Yeah,
you know
the
definitely they are
masquerade
masquerading
part,
and all
yeah.
those kind of things. There are some that where Apata, all those kind of, you know definitely that they have so definitely look at someone like me now. True experience. My mom sings.
Wow. Oh.
I sing too. My dad my dad works the workaholic though. There's none of his child that don't overwork themselves.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, and my dad is a stand-up person. If he comes to an event today, he lights up the room, he talks, he plays. Many of the time, even in the church setting, is the MC of almost all the program in church. I'm a broadcaster today.
Wow.
So this thing,
I think
it looks like it is a trait.
And go check my family line. Everybody does the same thing.
And funny thing, aside from the trait factor, I'm seeing this person is doing great thing. I'm also
I have to do
motivated
that.
To
Yeah.
also do the
to
same
do
thing.
this. So to keep the family going, to keep the family.
That's why you see that in some
going.
families, if a person is a barrister, then the other people.
I think I have
Barrister
something
that
similar
follow
to
that.
They
that.
are good too much.
When I was in
Doctors,
school,
you see doctors
when I
in
was
the
in
family.
school, my fellowship on campus, our staff advisor, the staff advisor was the one that created my fellowship. He was a lawyer.
Wow.
His son was
Also a lawyer.
a barrister. His daughter was a lawyer. I think I graduated with his last child, who was also a law student. I'm like,
Wow.
like the 4 children, they were both. They were all
Look
lawyers.
at the Falana family now. Look at Falana. His sister too is a lawyer too as well. The mother is a lawyer. Well, that's how it is. It's family
That's
traits,
beautiful, yeah.
family touches, and all those kind of things. But let's take one final story
Alright.
before we head.
This one looks interesting too. How I became a comedian after failing at internet fraud. You want to do Yahoo? Yahoo! Just Talker, the Nigerian comedian, has opened up about a brief chapter in his youth when he ventured in internet fraud, locally referred to as Yahoo. During a recent appearance on a broadcast, the entertainer he recalled his early struggles and desperation to find success. The stalker revealed that he used to accompany a friend to a cyber cafe with the intention of learning how to scam foreigners. He described the intense all-night session where they would pay 250 naira to stay online until morning. He said the environment was so demanding that the cafe provided water and buckets for customers to soak their feet in an attempt to stay awake. The stalker and said he however realized that the criminal path was not for him. He said while his friend was focused on booming a time for successful scam, he found himself distracted, using the time to chat with his own family and friends on Facebook. The comedian noted that the very friend who introduced him to scamming is now a reverend pastoring his own church.
Wow.
Now, like, what God cannot do to
That's
You know,
is one of the funniest comedians you can ever find in Nigeria. I put that to you.
And the story is a comedy too.
There was a time I sat down to listen to his story. The guy did a lot of things. The guy was he danced, he learned to dance at burials. You know, he used to carry corpses and all these kind of things. He used to be an Okada rider. He used to be the guy did a lot of things in his life. But then this part of his story is very funny. Like, how do you use? Okay, wait first. Before I want to understand what I'm talking to first. Because hope you understood when he said he used to go and pay at
pay, yes,
to buy time.
To buy time.
Is it to buy time?
For
yes.
Were you active when these things were happening?
Oh, no, I think I grew up learning that.
You grew up learning that.
Hearing that I was not a part.
You see,
I should greet you like uncle.
I just be greet. I will say good morning, sir. How are you doing, sir? You know, I don't know it.
Oh my God!
That period, we were always buying time. It shows how internet has improved. That was the early days of Yahoo. We are always buying time to browse. So when we buy time, we browse. And this guy was actually chatting with family and friends. Where is supposed to be doing business? God, it's hilarious. But then there are many people that one of the problems of social media is this internet fraud thing is becoming too popular. How do you guys even see it sometimes? Because these days you just go out there, you are in a party and you're in Pablo.
New taker.
The next thing, Dorime.
Casket.
Oh, God.
Spring money
and all that. Like, how do you spend that amount of hours to collect money and you spend like that?
They don't work for it.
No, they work for it.
Yeah, they spend. Yes, they
work
work
for it. Do you know how many months it will take for you to convince a particular person to send you money without using juju?
Wait, even if they work for
you know the data they use?
Is it legal?
And you say it's not legal, but they work for it.
Is it a good thing? You know?
No, it's not.
I don't know. I don't know if I can. Yoruba will say, hey, how do they put it that sweat like the money is not your sweat to make. You don't know how to spend it.
Definitely.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't work like you said, kara. You don't know how to spend it. And besides, what's their motive for doing this?
Which is terrible in the actual.
So the motive behind what they are doing, I think I've heard of a story of a guy that was doing Yahoo, and he eated once, built school for his mother, and get out of it. Get out of Nigeria. Built a school. The mother was his mother was heading the school, and that was the end. He eated once, built the school, traveled out of the country to start making money by himself. Like, okay.
But then the capital, the nuclear.
Okay.
I failed to a very large extent. Maybe because of my roots in scripture. Because I remember when I lost my dad, that was in 2010. Yeah, some Yahoo boys, because my streets then, the earliest of Yahoo boys in Nigeria, Lagos then was terrible. Lagos, the southeast. So, as at that time, Yahoo was already like 7 years strong. They were just coming to me and like, Alpha, you don't lose your Apana. You're supposed to don't know it in the sub for streets. Come join us. You get. Maybe they run this thing together. Your Apana, like our senior man for streets. My dad used to be a worker with one of these top companies in Nigeria. When the time he comes around, because of we open our doors, we watch football. So everybody in the streets comes to my house to watch football. We play together, we laugh together, we do everything. So Dad was like a legend to all of them, like an hero to them. He advises them, he buys drinks for them. So they knew him. So when they even began to do that, we don't want to spend their money and all that. Some of their proceeds, they bring it to our doorstep. So they're like inviting me, and the next thing, I don't know what just happened that day. I just stumbled on a scripture that says, money that is gotten through illegal means, cost is anyone who gets money through illegal means. That in the afternoon of your life, I think that was Jeremiah, in the afternoon, that was a top cost. They didn't even say night. They said afternoon of your life. They will snatch. They didn't say they will collect everything. They will snatch it.
That's most of them are dying at the age of 40, 35.
Do you know the truth was, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but let me just share this. There was a time I felt I was way behind in life, and I think I took a trip back home this year. And Suddenly, I lost a friend. The friend was, I won't lie to you, he was into fraud. This internet fraud of a thing. And when we lost him, and we were there together, and I just thought to myself, what was the game? It was out of him just trying to spend from what he earned from his Yahoo. He died. He didn't even die in Nigeria, he died in Canada.
Okay.
Never had marriage, no child, nothing. So that money, everything, gone. I now began to take cognizance of the others amongst us that were into it. They were all in a sorry state.
They don't know.
In a terribly sorry state. Recently, I began to advise them, you see this thing, drop out. You can still pick your life from it. And I thank God that there's a stalker now coming out to talk about it. He touched this thing before, but he never could concentrate. He knew this thing could not work out for him. But look at him today. What he's doing with his comedy now. If he did the Yahoo, he might not earn that amount of money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He might not even get. There are places we enter that he cannot enter with Yahoo.
And the best part of the story is that even the friend who was trying to introduce him to it,
It's now a reverend.
Pastor in his own church.
Which is top notch, honestly. I do tell young men out there, you won't, because of the fact that you want money, now touch what you know at the end of the day.
Cute.
It won't sustain, it will kill you early. Some of them goes out to go and do what they call plus.
Yeah,
There were some boys that came to me
to it.
and they were telling me that they wanted to do that since the thing is not going to collect blood. I said there is no, look, I know spirituality to a large extent. I told the guy there's nothing about spirituality you want to tell me that I don't know. And I will tell you, even in spirituality there's something they call principle. And part of principle is if what you are wanting and what you need, you went out of the actual law to get it, there will always be repercussions and you will not like it. That even if it does not collect blood, all those things you say. So the best option is the creator already has planned your life. Just
walk according to the script.
And work according to script, which is something that I think many people need to hear on the outside.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't need to do fraud to make money.
Yeah.
And ladies too are beg.
I think I have one experience like that. I think when I was in secondary school, I think SS1 per se, and this senior colleague was in SS3, and all of a sudden, I heard she did a birthday, and back then, our wig was 40K, bought jeans, bought a lot of things, went to hotel. In this
SS1.
I was in SS1, I think she was in SS3.
That's Ayapa Blue.
And all of a sudden, we heard that 7 days after the birthday, she died. And what happened? She was dating a Yahoo guy.
She died.
She died. And on her birthday, I think a day after her birthday, she went to carry sacrifice for the guy. Oh, wow.
After buying those wigs, and what do you expect?
You will do
Thank
something
you.
now.
Just something
Definitely.
return.
And I think the guy promised her that nothing happened to you. And do you know the most painful part of it? That the guy came back. The guy came back to come and give. No, before the girl died, or should I say, I can't really remember the story per se. But before the girl died, maybe before or after, she gave the mother. She gave the mother. Yes. And after the girl died, yes, I think he came back and gave them money and took off. So after maybe a year, the guy now came back.
Wretched.
Very, very, very wretched. Very, very wretched.
So at the end of the day, what was the essence of that?
The street that you didn't want to, you wanted to live with in a haste.
You returned back.
Came back to the street. And I was like, why? Then, but they couldn't arrest him because
nothing. You can't prove anything.
closer to them
Knew what actually
was
happened.
going on because this girl doesn't talk. She doesn't talk.
You know what that's one thing I do
quiet
tell
and
people.
beautiful.
The day you begin to continue to associate with boys that are into fraud or into those things, and especially those that are into plus, the day they don't have anybody,
They will use
you are the
you.
next
They
candidate.
will use the
So
person.
rather than we encourage all these things, we need to talk against it.
Yeah.
And I think we need to use all platforms, everything to keep speaking against it.
And I think I even want to
Fraud
say something about this
is-
whole Mr. David of it thing. One thing I also say about him is that he knew what works for him. The moment you knew what works for you in life, that's the beginning of your success. You knew that when my friends are doing Yahoo, me, I'm chatting with my friends and family. He knew Yahoo does not work for him.
Sharp.
Yorùbá ní ó bẹ́sẹ̀ rìn.
Just
Yes,
work
ó
with your
bẹ́sẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ó dẹ̀ rìn. He
Yeah.
knew what works for him, so not what works for you. Yahoo cannot work for you all the time. It's not even all the time.
It's
It's not working. You should not even work towards that.
So he knows what works for him.
If you Fisayo Soyombo that from his house did tech with the same laptop, and today is a top guy in the world.
Thank you.
We should start promoting guys like Tunde Onokoya, who goes under the bridge to play chess, and today is everywhere in the world.
They knew what works for them, and they pursue it. That's it. He knew comedy will work for him, and he pursued it, and he stopped.
Look how he is now doing
Top
great.
comedian,
Exactly.
buying some of the flashiest of cars and all that. But then it's well. One of the things we can just do is that we'll just keep encouraging people and telling them the truth, and may the truth set you free. Thanks so much, Akintimoye, for being a part of this.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Thank
these
you.
discussions with you.
Thank you.
Yeah. But then it's time to take the top 10 songs and enjoy sports. And after that, we'll come back on the Break Africa. I'll say our goodbye. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back from that break, and I hope you guys enjoyed the guest segment that we had earlier, the top 10 music countdown, and sports for our main holiday and females who love sports. And of course, I know you enjoyed every bit.
Yeah,
you see the way he was dancing, that top 10 music. You see the way he was.
You will see me very soon in the club dancing. You will see me very soon in the party dancing. So leave me alone. I'm just starting my weekend. Let me dance my dance.
Okay, let's go and party.
And you know the best part of it, I know that every Sunday service, especially for the kind of sect I attend,
you have to dance.
A banger.
Exactly.
It's always a banger because definitely we have to dance and dance and dance.
Church,
At least something must take you off the issues around the country. Exactly. You know, so definitely, I know that by the time I'm coming back on Monday now, I'll begin to talk about what Tinubu did, what Obi did not do there, what
Wike did
there, and what Yerima did and did not do. But at least this weekend, I can forget everybody for the meantime and enjoy myself. So the code there is try as much as possible to enjoy yourself this weekend, and I pray that you have a very wonderful weekend. So till we meet on Monday, my name is Ikhonede Joshua Yodeji.
And my name is Miracle Odunayo. Bye guys.